So thank you so much, guys. It's a pleasure, and I would want to thank you as my guest. But before I end my, thanks and everything, I'd like to give you 1, 2, 3 minutes of what you feel you would talk to a parent out there and a fellow woman. I know what you're doing is very great, and I must commend you for that, as we need more of these things than actually the actual medication. So, in a few words, what would you tell a woman
Mm.
out there who is going through these traumas and has not identified themselves?
Mm.
And maybe you could also share your number with whoever would want to contact you, and then you go through their process of what they are going through.
Yes.
When we look at the marriage counselors, and I think you're also number one before somebody goes for
Yes.
marriage
Yes.
counseling.
Mm.
You are number one, somebody to identify where this person is coming from.
Mm.
When we go for marriage counseling, we never tell our backgrounds,
Yes.
and we always hide them. And when you hide your background, which means the diagnosis will be wrong,
Yes.
and the solutions will also be
Wrong.
wrong. So if you're watching out there, guys, just know that even if you're going through marriage challenges, you need to go deeper, and she's here to help you into that.
Yes.
Go ahead.
Okay, to our viewers, especially the millennials.
Yes, the
Because
millennials.
millennials,
Yes.
it is us that have gone through trauma so much because our parents were this bossy and all toxic, and whatever they say is not repeated. So you can look into yourself and look at those patterns that have been repeating, always asking for too much. You do not know exactly what you need in a relationship. You also can't explain, but you just say, I want someone to love me, but how?
Yes.
Are you able to love them back? So look into yourself. Look at those patterns that have been repeating. Like I told you, I looked at my relationships, and there were these patterns that were repeating in every single relationship. Now sit down and understand where this is coming from. Then that is the start. Self-awareness, self-discovery, then accept, because it is also so difficult for us to accept that actually whatever we went through is what is affecting us now, and it is too bad that our own people, our parents, are the ones that put us through all this. So now we have to accept the fact that we went through trauma, and too bad, caused by our own parents. Then we have to embark on the healing journey. It is not a simple journey, but it is worth.
Yes.
It is worth, because when we do not heal, we are too needy that we suffocate the other people. We want too much they cannot give. We want a father in that boyfriend. We want a mother in that boyfriend. We want a sister. We want a counselor. We want a therapist. That is too much work for them to do, and they may never be able to meet those needs. So for the mothers, the young mothers, unless we heal, we are going to keep transferring this trauma to our children. The way you are treated is the same way you are going to treat your children. Take an example of a guy who grew up with a violent father. They find themselves beating their wives, and once you ask them why, they have no answer. So their minds were wired that for someone to show someone that you love them, you have to beat them, which is wrong. So trauma affects both of us, both the male and the female. So if you look into your life and spot some of these things we have talked about, your mother was never there to validate you, to give you a hug when you performed well, to thank you when you did something. They were just shutting you up or abusing you and calling you names. You need to heal.